Yeah, the long tail of inflation continues to plague middle America. Joining us now, Kevin Hassett, former chair of the Council of Economic Advisors. Kevin, you know what? The long tail of inflation, I mean, you still have big price hikes, but these CPI reports do not include interest rates, credit cards, mortgages, car loans. Now, once upon a time, they did, didn't they?
Yeah, that's right. And so one of the reasons why people feel like they're really being harmed by inflation is that so many people have car loans and credit card debt and so on, and the interest rates on those things have skyrocketed. So right now, for example, 47% of Americans carry their debt over on their credit card every month, so they don't pay it off. And the average balance is about $7,000. And the interest rate on that $7,000 is 24%.
Wow.
So that's $1,700 a year in addition to, what they're spending on, food that's gone through the roof. And so people really are suffering because of this inflation, a lot more than the CPI, which came out a little tamer than it has been today. That's just not the true indicator of how people are doing.
But people also on that CES, on the CPI report, they say, well, there's too much emphasis on rents and housing. But the reality is mortgage rates are not included. And mortgage rates in many cases have made housing unaffordable. I know home prices have been too high, but mortgage rates are too high. So people get, and folks who had a low mortgage 4 or 5 years ago under the Trump years, they don't want to get out, right? Because there's going to be 2.5% mortgage. Right. You got to go into 7. So that's a big problem also. Nobody talks about that.
Right. Sure. And there's something that you probably have shown this, Professor Kudlow, on your show a lot, but there's something called the Housing Affordability Index.
Yes.
And right now it's as low as it's been since the 80s. And the mortgage rate when President Trump left office, recall, was in the 3s. And now people are lucky if they get a 7. And so that really, really increases the cost of owning a home. And that's why basically people are staying put and not moving around so much.
Kevin, you think Kamala Harris is going to give a speech on the economy, we think, on Friday. You think she's going to have a long section on how to curb spending and reduce federal deficits and debt?
Honest to goodness, her positions are changing so fast, I can't predict what it is that she's going to say. But I'm pretty sure the one thing we know is that whatever she said yesterday is she's going to say the opposite. So probably she will say that, right? Yeah. Like it could actually be. But what it means when you're changing your mind all the time about what you advocate is that you don't really believe it. And so I don't know what she's going to say, and I don't know what she believes. And I don't think, to quote a great former president, I don't think she knows what she thinks.
But Kevin, look, she never had. They never refer to spending. I mean, the deficit's coming in at just under $2 trillion this year. It's, I think, 6.7%, almost 7% of GDP, Kevin, in peacetime, without emergencies. And we're not far from full employment. We've never seen this before. Any good Keynesian should be objecting. But I never hear Joe Biden and I never hear Kamala Harris talk about spending and deficits. And that's why I don't think she will on Friday. I know she flip-flops, but there are some progressive ideas that are sacrosanct. And big deficits and spending, I think, is one of them.
Right. And you know what, where we do see a lot of discussion about reducing spending is in President Trump's platform, which, unlike candidate Kamala Harris, President Trump actually listed all the things that he wanted to do at the convention. And one of them, of course, is to rein in spending. And the point is they won't do it regardless of what they say. And since they won't do it, then the Fed's job is going to be very difficult. Everybody's celebrating the CPI today, but year-over-year CPI is still 3.2%. It's way above the target. And sure, maybe the Fed's going to cut rates in September, but if you go back to the 70s, what happened was they doubled down on big spending policies, and then inflation went back up. Right. And that would be my bet if Kamala Harris is elected.
Right. That's right. I agree with that. By the way, Mr. Trump is coming out with a policy white paper that is just terrific, including spending restraints. That will be out before long, including spending restraints. Anyway, Kevin Hassett, the best of the best. Thank you ever so much.